If you're still using ChatGPT like a glorified idea machine, it's time to level up. I'm talking about building your own AI assistant, one that will think like you, that will sound like you, and models all the greats. And yes, you can train it to channel your energy and the strategies of your favorite mentors. So let's go. I'm Tiffany Morrow Keene, the founder of Air Strategies. I help real estate professionals, brokers, and entrepreneurs to use AI to work smarter, not harder. And I've built custom GPTs for high achieving agents that don't just spit out content, they act like a personal brand coach, content strategist, and ops manager all in one. Most people use ChatGPT like a content crutch, asking for listing descriptions or to help write with emails or Instagram captions that just sound like everyone else. And that's not helping you stand out. So, what if your AI could speak in your actual voice, pull from your workflows, and even embody the vibe of some of your favorite mentors, whether that is Mel Robbins, Tony Robbins, Tom Ferry, Ed Milet, Alex Hormozi, you name it, whoever it is that you look up to. So when I build GPTs with my clients, we don't just upload brand bios. We layer in their energy type, whether you want to pull from your human design or 16 personalities or disc profile, doesn't matter. Just being able to sound like you with your brand tone, have your client playbooks, and your mentors' frameworks. One client modeled her GP after my systems and the storytelling magic of one of her favorite mentors and the confidence of Barbara Corcoran. Now, it writes like her, it thinks like her, and sounds like a blend of her and her mentors, which is exactly the goal. So, I'm going to give you the step-by-step strategy on how to get this set up. So the first thing is you're going to upgrade to ChatGPT Plus if you have not already. It is $20 a month, and I promise you it is more than worth it. You are then going to go to Explore GPTs, click on Create, and this is where you're going to start setting your vibe. Add your intro and your tone. For example, you're a powerhouse female agent who blends luxury service with real talk. You're high vibe, you're results driven, you're slightly rebellious, you're a single mom, whatever it is. Let's talk about something that's specific to you and what it is you like. We can add in your bio, your brand guide, client onboarding documents, examples of some of your favorite podcast notes, or even YouTubes or books that you like to read. We can add in instructions, for example, say, pull in writing structure from Alex Hormozi, have a storytelling tone from Mel Robbins, and the sales confidence of Ryan Serhan. And then that's when you can start prompting like a boss. So you don't have to be someone that is phenomenal at writing prompts. After you get this set up, that is your gold. You can always tweak it, you can iterate it until you get it exactly perfect for you, and you can create your listing presentations on the go. So once you have this set up, you can then start adding your prompts within your custom GPT. You can ask it to create a listing pitch in the tone of a manifesting generator agent inspired by Mel Robbins. You can have it write an Instagram carousel like one of your favorite real estate coaches, but make it for first-time home buyers. Or you can repurpose a YouTube clip into a Hormozi style hook and carousel sequence. There are plenty of things you can do with this. And what I love about custom GPTs is you can actually share them with your team if you're a team leader, with your agents if you're a broker, or even with your VA to have them be able to have 24/7 access to you and what's inside your brain. So imagine your whole team having access to your knowledge base, your preferred sales language, your frameworks, even when you're offline and you're, I don't know, sipping margaritas on the beach, who knows, wherever you are. You're creating a digital leadership clone that trains and supports your people 24/7. If you want to dive a little deeper into this and you want to have a custom GPT trained on your energy, your brand, and your role models, just shoot me a DM or the word model or apply to join my elevated agent or fractional CAIO program. This is what we do. We build AI that doesn't just automate, it's going to amplify you. So this isn't about just sounding AI generated. It's about scaling your brilliance with tech that gets you. Your clients want you. Let's build an AI that delivers exactly that. Now, I will show you guys a quick tutorial on exactly how to do that so you can be able to see a visual of how this works out. All right, so here we are in my ChatGPT Plus subscription model. If you're brand new to ChatGPT, yours will have a lot less on here, but it'll generally look the same. I do have the dark background on, so yours may be white. You can always change that in your settings. And the first thing I like to do is always make sure you can personalize your GPT, give you a name. I like mine to call me my goddess because I think that's fun and it makes me laugh. And give it a little bit about what you do. Hey, I'm a real estate agent, or I own a landscaping company, or whatever type of company that you have. And then you give it some traits. Now, one I will encourage you to have in there is straight shooting, because one thing ChatGPT likes to do is please you. And you do not want BS responses. You want it to tell it like it is. I don't like to sugarcoat responses. I don't like it always telling me, oh, you're doing great. This is fabulous. I want it to give me the truth and tell me when I might be wrong, or maybe there's a better idea or better option out there. But feel free to add however you want. I like mine to have a little bit of sense of humor as well. And then you can have in the About Me section, just tell it about you, your industry, your background. You can add something about what I like to do and my son, and just how I think of living life. And you can put whatever you want in here. This is just your general, just the beginning of creating your knowledge base in ChatGPT, or kind of your settings, not really your knowledge base. Now, in order to create a custom GPT, you do have to have the ChatGPT Plus subscription in order to do that. Now, as you can see over here, these are actually some custom AIs that I've either created or are other people's that I am using. And in order for you to create your own, it's very easy to do. You can go to either here on the Explore GPTs, and you will see create. You're going to select create. Typically, it defaults to, hey, I'm going to help you build this. You can build it on the spot right here. I like to go straight to configure because I have a neat idea of what I want to do. So you're going to give your ChatGPT a name. So maybe you want this to be Tiffany's real estate advisor. I'm going to shorten it for the purpose of this. And the description is, I want it to have a solid knowledge of my brand values and clientele. That's mine. You can put whatever you want to put. Now you're going to go into the instructions. What do you want it to do? So I want mine to embody my brand values. You can actually pull from, let's say you want to pull your Instagram or your Facebook, or you want to pull in some of your mentors. You do need to be careful on this. Try not to use any political figures because sometimes it'll give you an issue and not let you save it. But for the purpose of this and real estate, I'm going to say I want to embody Barbara Corcoran's business savviness. Right? Something like that. Here's my bio. And what I'm going to actually do is open up another tab on ChatGPT right here. And I'm going to ask it, I'm going to say, help me create a set of instructions for my custom GPT to act as my personal assistant as a top producing luxury real estate agent. Now, it has a lot of information about me, and it's going to give me some ideas if you don't know where to start. So let's just see what it's going to give us. This is very generic, but it's going to help you come up with your instructions. All right, here we go. Who you are. I want you to act as my AI-powered executive assistant. Yada, I'm specializing. And again, this knows a lot about me because I've been using ChatGPT for a while, and I've created some other custom GPTs as pretending I were a real estate agent in Cabo San Lucas. And I want it to be clear, confident, classy, and efficient. Now, again, I wouldn't use exactly what it's putting in here, but it created a mission for me and personality and voice, what you help me with. If I wanted to, I could literally take this, copy it, and throw this into my instructions here. Obviously, get rid of that part. And I'm going to have a set of instructions in my chat in my custom GPT built on knowledge about me. So let's see, let's knock off that. Now I have instructions based on what I've provided it. I would not recommend just copying and pasting whatever you're getting over here in this. You will need to tweak it. It's always a good thing to start with a few bullet points, especially if you want to upload your bio. It does limit you to 800 characters, so you can't put a whole lot, but you can put a good amount of information in here for the instructions. Now, the next thing you can do is also you can upload files. So if you want to upload your bio, if you want to upload copies of maybe a blog post you've written or an email so it gets an idea of what your voice is like, you can do so by uploading files into this knowledge base. Now, I believe it's capped out at about 10 right now. However, maybe at the time you're seeing this video, it might have increased. But I always like to upload a lot of different files, or maybe you want to upload a blank listing agreement or even a listing presentation to be able to go back to and some key points about you. I love to have all these instructions. I love it to have my mission, vision, core values, and then I like to have my ideal clients in here. That is another thing I would definitely want to put because it's going to be more personalized and speaking to whoever it is you're looking to draw in as a client. So you can upload these files here. Let's see, I don't have anything I want to upload at the moment, but definitely make sure you're making use of uploading files. And you can also tell your instructions to make sure to review all uploaded knowledge. Let's see, in here. Now, another thing you can do, it might default to just having web search and Canvas on here. If you are going to be creating images, I would definitely have this one marked. And if you're going to be doing any type of Excel files or code interpreting, have that one selected too. I would recommend that. I know some of us do have a lot of spreadsheets working in real estate, and maybe you want to upload some client information as well. You can do so with that. And once you're done with all that, you can always tweak this. We're going to go ahead and create this. Also, if you want to have an image here, you can either upload a photo or your logo, or let's use Dolly and let's see what it comes up with. It's going to pull from this information and try to get us something that goes along with whatever our GPT is. So give that a minute to upload. All right, it's got me a nice little Cabo picture. Now I'm going to create this GPT, and this is where you can have it to where it's only you. You're the only one that's seeing this. You're not able to share this link. Now, if you're someone that has a team or a VA, I would probably select anyone with the link. That way, if they're helping you with anything, with any content or emails, or even if you're training someone, if you're a mentor, you might want to share that link with them. And the last one would be for the GPT store. Most of you will not need to do that. That is more for businesses that are specifically trying to get people to their sites from ChatGPT. I'm going to go ahead and save as anyone with the link. That way I can share this GPT. That is one of the biggest benefits of ChatGPT that the other models do not have. And now if I click on View GPT, now I have Tiffany's real estate advisor right here. Now, one of the first things you're going to want to do is click over here and make sure you keep it in your sidebar so it's easy to access. So here it is down here. Now, when you first log into ChatGPT, it will default to ChatGPT 4.0, as you can see right here, and it'll ask you if you want any of these other models, but that's not what we want to do. This is how you're going to get generic, just kind of plain advice or prompts, whatever it is you're using it for. It's not going to be based on your business. So you're going to go down here when you log in, make sure you're using your ChatGPT that you set up to ask it anything. Maybe I want to, let's see, create an email campaign targeting first-time homebuyers. Right, I've got my little Quillbot here. It should be spelling everything for me. I don't know why it's not working at the moment. But here we go. So that's not a very good prompt, but the thing is that since I've set this up, it's going to have information about my business already. And this is going to make it a lot easier to create some email campaigns within minutes. You can also take this after this is done. It's still working on this email campaign here. So it gave me 4 emails and it says you want me to turn this into another sequence. And I'm going to say, let's turn each email into a Facebook post. That's what I want to do. And this is how you're going to be able to create your content really quickly. You can even create your own photos. I like to use real photos. Sometimes most times, the social media platforms do not like it when you are using AI generated photos. However, you can do that at any time. So I can ask it to create images to match each of these posts. Takes it a minute usually to create these images. Sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're not. I don't know what we're gonna get. Let's see here. What is this image gonna be? All right, so here's the image it created for me. It's kind of bland, a little boring, but of course it's creating more down here. It does take a while to get these created. All right, so it's created these images to match each of these posts. However, what it came up with, it looks more like something I would put in an Instagram carousel than on Facebook. Still working on this fourth one here. But as you can see, this is something you can do very quickly. Now, if you want my next video, I will be sharing how to pull in YouTube video transcripts and other tools from some people you may want to model after. So stay tuned for that and make sure to subscribe.